Once the summer starts or the spring starts, we all start thinking about vacations, where we want to go, where we want to visit, if we want to relax or we just want to travel and see new things, new cultures around the world. The following speech will give you several reasons why you should travel to Colombia. Colombia is in South America and is surrounded by both oceans, Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, and it has part of the Caribbean Ocean as well. Colombia is a great destination for vacations, and because of their amazing culture, and it's pretty affordable for most people. Today we'll be talking about the Colombian culture, the two destinations in the specific, and the people of the country. One of the best things in Colombia culture, One of the best things in Colombia is the culture. The Colombian culture is unique around the world. In the following subpoints, we will be discussing the background and tradition of the culture. The Colombian culture was influenced in the 16th century by the colonizers, the Spaniards. They brought with them their traditions and their religion, and as well slaves, which influenced the culture as well around the country. This mixture of culture helped the Colombian culture to develop, since we had the Indians, the indigenous groups around the country, the African, and we had the Spaniards. They all clashed together and created the Colombian culture as it is today. Art, dances, sculptures, all of those. Colombia has a lot of traditions as well. One of them being the Carnival of Barranquilla and the Carnival of Blacks and White. The Carnival of Blacks and White is mostly to represent that everybody's the same and we're all united. It's celebrated in the city of Pasto and is once a year in January. This makes a tradition where everybody's either like painted in black or painted in white to show like colors don't define us. And the Carnival of Barranquilla is one of the most colorful carnivals in the whole wide world. It's once a year and is catalogized as one of the happiest and most folkloric ones to go. The previous subpoints discussing the background. The previous two subpoints discuss the background and tradition of the Colombian culture. Colombia is a great destination for vacations for maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on what you want to do and depending on what you want to see. There's a lot of cities in Colombia you could visit any time of the year, since we're close to the equator. Since they're close to the equator, the weather barely changes. So most of the time it's always around the 80s, 90s, never low. Sometimes some cities lower, others not that low. The next two subpoints will be talk about two cities, Cartagena and Bogota. Cartagena is in the north coast of Colombia in the Caribbean Ocean. Is one of the most visited places in Colombia, and is really known for the houses being like colonial times, having the Castle San Felipe, having different beaches to visit and to vacation in. It's a great place to relax and enjoy the weather, enjoy the place, and just go in general and be really calm and enjoy your few days. The most famous beach in the Cartagena city is the Playa Blanca, which is an island 45 minutes away from Barrio. So you have to take boat and then you arrive there. It's pretty beautiful. The sand is white. The water is crystal clear and it's really calm. The ocean barely moves since it's in the Caribbean Ocean. Another thing to do in Cartagena is to visit the indigenous people, so the Sena people, and the museum they have is a collection of gold of their time. So you will see artifacts that are really rare, and they're mostly represented and made from people that were back in the colonial times and indigenous tribes. The second city we'll be discussing today is Bogota. Bogota is the capital of Colombia. Is basically center in the country. This destination is usually always called because of their um, high terrain. So basically, the whole year round, the weather is between the 60s and the 70s. Maybe it could go 50 sometimes if it gets really cold. The city has different restaurants, museums, locations, and things to visit. It's not really to relax, it's more to learn about the country. One of the best places to visit in this city is the Botero Museum in Bogota. It's a museum of a Colombian artist, Botero. He was catalogized by his amazing drawings and the way he did it. He didn't do like regular things. He always did things like exaggerating, so the size. So animals big, people are like big, and he even he got so famous. He even got different of his pieces worldwide: Paris, Italy, Spain, England, like different around the world. And in his museum, he has pieces and artworks from Picasso, Dali, and other great artists. There's another places to visit in Colombia, and one of them is in Bogota, and one of them is the famous restaurant Andres Carnes de Res. It's a restaurant where most of the things are just beef, so it's a high class, high end restaurant where you will go eat quality beef, have a good time, enjoy the music, enjoy the people, and just enjoy yourself at night. It's basically in Bogota's nightlife. You could go party, you could go maybe just you want to visit a botanic garden, you could do it, and you could see the different type of plants and vegetation we have in the country worldwide. You will see things that are found in different cities, different climates, and it's all in the botanic garden in the city of Bogota. The previous two subpoints talk about Cartagena and Bogota, two great destinations to go for Colombia, like hands down. Colombia is a great place to visit, and the people make the experience even better, much better. The Colombian people are unique. The following two subpoints will discuss the manners and creativity of the Colombian people. Colombian people are extremely polite and helpful. Others around the world it's just natural for them to be this polite and always help others around them with important manners and things helping. Like if you need help, they will try to help you and always try to find a way to like overcome the obstacle that is in front of them. They never give up. Most of the time they always try to best to go that extra mile. Another thing for the country is that they're really into like politeness. Like since a young age they always taught to say like thank you, you're welcome, you go first, like things like that. They always like try to be humble and let like other people feel at home when they visit the country. The previous two subpoints talk about how polite and creative the Colombian people are. The previous points show why Colombia is a great destination for vacations any time of the year. The speech provided crucial information about the country as a destination. In the 3 points, we discussed the culture, different destinations within the country, and the Colombian people. There are a lot of places to visit around the world, and Colombia is a great choice to visit. The country offers a lot of things, and it shows a lot of different things of the culture and the people. Thank you very much.